Quick quiz. Which preposition completes this sentence? The river flows, blank, the valley. A, in, B, on, or C, under? The answer is A, in the valley. It's because something surrounded by land is usually described as in the valley, not on it or under it. Did you get it right? You're watching IELTS with Quizlet. Quick lessons to help you feel confident on test day. In this video, you'll learn how to use prepositions and articles correctly in IELTS reading sentence completion. We'll tackle the most common traps, go through step-by-step strategies, and practice with examples, so you won't lose marks on the small words that make a big difference. Remember, in IELTS reading sentence completion, you must copy words from the passage exactly as they appear. That means every preposition, in, on, at, and article, a, and, the, must be written the same way. Leaving one out or adding one makes your answer wrong, even if the main idea is correct. Why? Because IELTS tests accuracy, not interpretation. The goal is to see if you can recognize exact language use, not just understand the meaning. Let's start with prepositions. These are short words, but they tell us where or how something happens. They're like the glue of a sentence. Here's an example. The keywords are city and built. The passage says on the banks. If you write in the banks, that's incorrect. On the banks means beside the river, but in the banks would imply something buried or embedded in the soil. See how one small word completely changes the picture. So, the correct answer must be copied exactly as written, on the banks. A common mistake is leaving out the preposition, writing just banks. That's incomplete and loses the mark. Think of it like forgetting a puzzle piece. The image doesn't make sense without it. Ready to lock it in? Tap the link for a quick IELTS practice on Quizlet. Then jump back in so you can keep learning without missing a beat. Now let's move to articles, a, and the. These tiny words help define how specific something is. Example 1. The passage says the telephone. If you write telephone or a telephone, it's wrong. Why? Because the refers to a specific thing already mentioned, like one particular telephone being discussed. Leaving it out changes the meaning, so IELTS counts it as incorrect. Example 2. The passage says a new study. If you write the new study, it changes the meaning. A means one of many possible studies, while the means a specific one that's already known. So, even though it feels small, that one letter A can make the difference between correct and wrong. Here's a tougher example. The first blank, in the 18th century. The second blank, a group of scholars. Notice how both the preposition in and article A must be copied exactly. If you change even one of them, the answer becomes incorrect. IELTS isn't only testing reading comprehension here. It's also checking how well you notice grammatical patterns in context. Watch out for these traps. Changing in to at, wrong preposition. Writing the group instead of a group, wrong article. Forgetting the small word entirely. Every small change counts as a grammar inaccuracy, which means no mark, even if your logic is perfect. Think of it as a precision test. IELTS wants to see if you can read carefully and transfer information exactly. Let's recap. Think of each grammar rule as a building block. Prepositions connect your ideas. They're like the bridges between words. Articles add focus and clarity. They decide which bridge or which path you're taking. And copying the words exactly ensures your foundation is strong. No cracks, no missing parts. Stack these blocks correctly, and you'll build a solid structure for every IELTS reading answer. Clear, accurate, and mistake-free. Ready to test yourself? Tap the link to access Quizlet's IELTS Study Hub for practice tests, flashcards, and study guides to get you ready for test day.